is way too easy and way too tempting to assign a literal meaning to the Lover's card. After all, it is a concept we encounter almost daily, and the meaning seems to be a shoo-in. Alas, how wrong that would be. In fact, the early versions of the card, like the Marseille deck, named this card the Lover and showed one man between two women. It was not until later decks, like Rider-Waite and his followers, that we see a man and a woman and romantic overtures in the Lover's card. In fact, the Lovers is not about the union of a man and a woman. It is about the union of opposites in oneself. Carl Jung stated that neurosis is a result of tensions between the ego, the I, the conscious, and the subconscious. It is only when the two are united that we become whole. And so it is in the Lover's card. In this card, a man, sun, ego, is self-conscious. A woman, moon, is the subconscious. They are opposites. Yet when they are united as the yin and the yang, they complement each other and become one. Here we are reminded of the Tower and the Hanged Man. Both of those cards very clearly tell us that the I must die, meaning merge into we, in order to reach the true reality, the one. On the Tree of Life, the Lovers is the path between Tiferet, beauty, and Binah, understanding. It is through the beauty or marriage of the union of opposites that we reach Binah, understanding of one. It is only when our dualities are united by the spiritual self that we reach what the ancients would call the Garden of Eden. In another path, the Temperance card encouraged us to integrate our personality in subordination to the ego. And here, in the Lovers, we integrate the totality of the self. Basically, Temperance is the balance of the lower self, and the Lovers is the balance of the higher self, according to Robert Wang in the Kabbalistic Tarot. In this card, underneath the yin and yang, is a road split into two. A burning bush is ablaze in between them. The burning bush represents Shekhinah, God's wisdom, divine anima. It reminds us that the Lovers is all about choices and options. In this card, both male and female characters are nude because our inner masculine and feminine nature exists here innocently, in its pure and uncorrupted state. Numerically, the Lovers is a number 6. The Devil, which is 15, is also a 6. Therefore, it is a very fine line to cross from innocence to debauchery and addiction. Also, if we look at the yin and yang aspect, we have a male, which is assertive, hot, fire, sun, and the female yin is female, receptive, cool, or water, and moon. Yin and yang is enclosed inside an egg. The egg represents Castor and Pollux, the twins who hatched from the egg of their mother Leda following her seduction by the god Zeus. They grow up to be great warriors and remain very loyal to each other. Zeus created the constellation of Gemini in their honor, which is something else that we see in this card. The yin and the yang, or the twins, are floating in the Gemini zodiac constellation. Their Kabbalistic idea of the female aspect of God, God's anima, is Shekhinah. She is in exile from male. In the Lover's card, they reunite. Just like in the sign of Gemini, the element of the Lovers is air. It is communication. It is sharing of thoughts, ideas, and yes, at times, feelings. The most important thing to remember about the Lovers is that this card is all about choices and options.